How's it going, y'all? Femi here once again, and I'm super excited to hop back into another Facebook Live. Those of you that are watching the replay, recap, definitely there's gonna be a lot of content and value in today's talk. So today I'm gonna be talking to you about what entrepreneurship is really about, right? Now, this is something that kind of snowballed into me looking at the experiences I had building businesses and really just figuring out where I wanted to go when it comes to building a brand, building a business, and really exploring what entrepreneurship really means. Now, I broke it down into three main categories. So if you're trying to figure out what is required or what it is to be an entrepreneur, I'm gonna break it down into three main sections. So the first area that you wanna think about is innovation, right? So the innovation aspect of being an entrepreneur is you have an idea, you have a concept, you have something that you wanna bring into reality. You have something that doesn't exist as yet. It might be a thought, it might be a concept, but you're like, I wanna see this thing happen. It might not be even close to materializing physically in front of you, but you know there's something that has to be done that involves either a skill or an ability or something you really know you need to do, right? This is my favorite process when it comes to entrepreneurship, because you have the ability to take an idea, take a concept that really isn't physically in front of you, and think of what they talk about, blue sky, like the concept of you're thinking things as far away as possible, and you're piecing it together up until a point where it materializes in front of you. So if you're at that stage where you want to start a brand, you want to start a business, innovation is the part where you start thinking clearly and getting a different ideas or concept you can implement into what it is that you're going to create, right? The next thing we're talking about, number two, is realization. Now, this to me, I find really takes place as you start building your brand, building your business, and you start finding different tools or systems that are more effective or more in line with what you want to do, right? Sometimes you might try things and you do it just so it would stick and you could get momentum in building that brand or that business, but then you realize certain aspects of it don't really mesh, right? It might be your marketing, it might be your messaging, it might be the tools that you're using to actually promote your brand or whatever it is, that the thing that you're getting the world to know about. You start realizing there's different things you can tweak and you could turn and you can apply different principles at the same time. So this is usually, I would find, takes place in like the mid-range when you're building your business or you're in the entrepreneurial landscape. You're like, okay, what needs to change? What do I need to improve? And lastly, it's the creation aspect of it. So you start creating and refining what you really want the world to see. Entrepreneurship is really about these three main things, right? It's about innovating concepts, innovating things that are really non-existent or making them better, realizing aspects of what you've been doing or realizing aspects of yourself that may not be aligned and moving towards the things that fit for what you want to see for your brand or your business, and then creating those things. You know, you might be pulling different tools or different resources from other entrepreneurs or other brands or other businesses, but the idea is you're taking something and you're building something completely new, or you're taking something and you're refining it into something better, okay? So no matter where you are on the journey of entrepreneurship, just understand you're gonna go through different windows. You're gonna go through different periods, different times, but you have to realize you gotta innovate at one point or another. You gotta realize what you need to be doing or what you gotta refine that you've been doing. And lastly, you gotta create something. You gotta take action. If you're not taking action on the things that you wanna see, specifically with that idea or that concept, it's not gonna materialize in front of you. So if I were to think about any of the brands that I've worked with, even my own business, you have to first start. And when you start that thing, you can build the momentum up. Once you start, you can begin innovating. Right? You can start thinking of new ways to refine what you've been doing. You can start realizing, okay, this doesn't fit here. This is not where I would really want it to, and start creating new concepts or new frameworks that produces the results that you want. Okay? So hope you enjoyed it. Definitely feel free to comment below. What is entrepreneurship about for you? Right? What are the areas of entrepreneurship that you believe is very fundamental? And we could really break it down into technical terms, but I wanted to go very high, top level, so you can think about innovating, realizing what's working, what's not working, and creating stuff consistently. Right? Hope y'all enjoyed it. Definitely feel free to comment below what other crazy, cool, awesome videos or content you want me to create. Post them below, and I will be back at it with you again. All right? So Have a great day, and I will see you all soon.